Starting off in the first sea, where there are two main ways of getting fruits. One being the Blox Fruits Gacha, who can be found on top of the Saber Expert room at the Jungle Island. Every 2 hours, you can buy a physical fruit with belly, but the higher your level, the more it will cost. If you have Roblox Premium, you will get a 20% discount. Keep in mind that you will need to be a minimum of level 50 to be able to trade with him. After the trade is completed, try your best not to die, and either eat the fruit or store it for later. However, stored fruits can only be taken out upon reaching the second sea, so be careful of that. But if you're not level 50 yet, or you just want more fruits while waiting for the cooldown, random fruits that you can pick up will spawn around the map every hour or so. The Fruit Notifier Game Pass tells you how close you are to the fruit when it spawns. However, I don't think this Game Pass is really worth the money, especially because there are specific fruit spawn locations in every sea, which I will be going over in a follow-up video. In the second sea, the Blox Fruits Gacha can be found at the cafe, but it will obviously cost more money to purchase a physical fruit now that you're a higher level. But unlike before, there are now two additional ways of obtaining fruits, which are factory raids and ship raids. Factory raids happen every 1.5 hours close to the cafe. When the raid is about to start, the message, "We are breaching the factory in 30 seconds, will be displayed at the top of everyone's screen. 30 seconds later, another message that says, "Alert, the factory has been breached." Poison control activating in 5 minutes will appear. The door will open, revealing a core with 200,000 heat, which all players will have to destroy within 5 minutes to complete the raid successfully. To get in before the door opens, you can use Shift Lock to position your camera inside the factory and use your flash step. This is an easy trick to get some extra damage in before everyone else. Magma and Buddha are both very good choices for factory raids, since you can just spam your moves and deal a ton of damage. If the core is not destroyed within 5 minutes, the message, "Alert, factory poison control activated." All staff return to work immediately will be displayed, and anyone who's still inside the factory will die quickly from poison. If the core is destroyed, the message, 101 Factory MALFFFFU Action END will appear, and the player who dealt the most damage will be awarded a random Blox fruit. All players that did at least 10% damage to the core will also get money and EXP drops, as well as a 20% chance to get the Acidum rifle. Factory raids are always worth doing because of how fast and easy they are to complete. Moving on now to ship raids, which can be spawned anywhere on the sea using a boat. I suggest gathering a few of your friends and going out behind the Kingdom of Rose, since sea events tend to spawn quite frequently in this area. When a ship raid spawns, there will be 2 small ships as well as 1 big ship, which all drop fragments when you destroy them. However, the big ship has a small chance of dropping a fruit when it is destroyed, so it's worthwhile doing ship raids, especially when you're out hunting other sea events like sea beasts and terror sharks. Now here in the third sea, there is another way of obtaining a physical fruit, and that is by doing a pirate raid. Every hour and 15 minutes, a message will appear on the top of your screen and in the chat saying, "Pirates have been spotted approaching the castle." Around 30 seconds later, another message will appear saying, "The pirates are raiding castle on the sea." A number of second sea enemies will start spawning, however they will have higher levels than normal. A tanky enemy will spawn as the final enemy and has more HP than the other pirates, hence the name. Whoever deals the final blow to said NPC will get a fruit, and at the top of the screen, it will say, "You got a random Blox fruit for dealing the final blow." After every pirate is defeated, it will say in the chat and on the top of everyone's screen, "Great job." Whoever defeated at least 1 pirate has been rewarded a few fragments, which obviously gives everyone who killed a pirate 100 fragments. If you fail to defeat them all in time, you won't get anything, and a message will appear at the top of everyone's screen, saying, "The pirates have stopped raiding," and you will have to wait another hour and 15 minutes for the next pirate raid to happen. In the third sea, you can also do ship raids, as I explained in the second sea. You can spawn ship raids by going out behind Tiki Outpost or any island in general. You can use the danger level near the compass to gauge how far out you are. I suggest staying at danger level 5, since it's far enough out where a decent amount of sea events spawn, but not too far so that you can still see clearly. If you have any questions regarding the game, please don't hesitate to ask me down in the comments. Other than that, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.